Let's just do this stream of consciousness here, because really not in the mood to walk. My knee still hurts like a m. And every insect on the planet has finally discovered my position on the world. All right. Ah, yes, it's that time of year. The time of year that every bug comes out, that they put out the back-to-school savings bin a month and a half early. Seriously, let the kids have their fun. It's summertime. But most importantly, it's X Games time. In the past, the X Games have brought us a whole bunch of excitement, a whole bunch of great television, some jaw-dropping moments, and even more jaw-dropping moments. But the one thing that really gets me, and the reason that I'm making this on a paintball channel, is about people wanting to put paintball in the X Games. Now, I've already seen a couple of petitions online. A couple people are saying, you know, if we get about 40,000 people signing these things online, they're going to have to put paintball in the X Games. And well, I'm gotta tell you guys something here. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's no good way to put this. They don't want us. Exhibit A, let's take a look at what's in the X Games right now. You have mostly gravity-driven sports, things like inline skate and skateboarding, all street and vert, whatever, but almost all of these are based on gravity, on doing tricks in the air and coming back down and landing your tricks. Now, wait, I can already hear people saying, but don't they have rally car this year? Yeah, they've had rally car for the past couple of years, and that's sort of the exception to the rule. They've been experimenting with other sports over the years. I mean, they used to have bungee jumping, they used to have rock climbing, they used to have sport climbing, they used to have adventure racing. So why can't paintball fall into that? Well, there's one other thing about almost all the sports in the X Games, and that they are individually based sports, and they're very fast individual based sports. So let's take a look at your average pipe time. Let's take a look at Winter X. The guys who do the half pipe in Winter X, it's one hit down, and that's maybe about 45 seconds from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill. Which kind of brings me to exhibit number 2 of why paintball should not be in the X Games, and that is the lack of injury, the lack of that OMG moment. If you're familiar with the X Games at all, you've probably seen this crash before. This is the kind of thing that the X Games kind of feeds on, that sort of extreme sports mentality of if you fall, you die. Actually, he walked away from this one, so just so you guys know. Paintball really doesn't have that. I mean, the most exciting move that we have in paintball is the Superman slide. That's it. That's all we got. And you can't really call bunkering an extreme move. All it is extreme running involving, you know, a little bit of doing this, but that's it. And actually, come to think of it, I think one of the other reasons that we're never going to be an X Game is because we don't have names for all these cool moves. I mean, we don't have the shifty grab, we don't have the mute grab, we don't have the Madonna, we don't have any of these moves. We just have the Superman slide. Ooh, that's exciting. But the biggest exhibit of all, and it's exhibit number 3 in this one, is going to be that the X Games just does not want us. So let me hike this out again over here. This is something that was printed in the X Games magazine under the title Rejected X. This was back in 2001. And let me give you guys a blow up of the text underneath it. Yeah, now before everybody starts jumping up and down on Blake over here, you guys know that it's basically true, so, you know, get over it. ESPN got burned on paintball back in the 90s. Now, why did that happen? Well, I'm not going to say one way or t'other because I don't know the full story, but it involves a promoter, and it involves ESPN, and it involves an inferior product being delivered, and I don't know, you're gonna have to do the research yourself, or just kind of figure it out on your own. I'll go ask half the guys on Mac, Carter, Brown. They probably will remember the story just as well as I do, and between all of us, we might be able to come up with a full one. But the point is that they really don't want us. They don't want paintball in the X Games. It has no place in the X Games. Oh, is it fun to play? Yeah, it's fun to play. Does it feel like it's extreme? Yeah, it kind of feels like it's extreme, but to be honest with you, it's not an extreme sport. I think one of the biggest mistakes that we made back in the 90s was we tried to lump paintball in with the other extreme sports to try to give it that sort of edgy, niche kind of feel that we were really desiring back in the 90s. You know, we were looking for that acceptance of, okay, yeah, we're just so far on the outside, now we can be cool again. Yeah, this is gonna be rocking. So to be honest with you guys, I think you're wasting your time, that you're wasting your effort and your energy trying to get paintball in the X Games. It really doesn't serve a purpose for them, it doesn't serve a purpose for us. And actually, you know, I kind of feel the same way about getting paintball in the Olympics, which I only have to deal with once every 4 years, but, you know, that's whatever. That's another rant entirely, and I'm not going to go into that today.